Number 2, reading aloud your daily text.
史麦利猫下集。吉姆准备到多伦多旅行，但他正烦恼着要如何将史麦利装进行李箱。当吉姆到机场时，感到很高兴，因为他想着他可以不用照顾史麦利了。吉姆看到史麦利跑出飞机，而且后面有人正追着他。
Hi everybody and welcome back to the second part of our class. We're going to be doing some reading right now, but not just reading aloud. When you practice, remember to read aloud. Then you can improve not only your reading skills, but also you can improve your speaking capabilities. Now we have a new article, as I mentioned, Smiley the Cat. This is part 2. Last week we had part 1. Now we're going to find out what happens with Smiley the Cat. I'll read it aloud first, and then we'll review the meaning in English in just a moment. Here we go. Now finally, the day has come for Smiley and Jim's trip to Toronto. Jim spends the entire morning trying to get Smiley into his carrying case. Smiley bites and scratches Jim many, many times. Then he gets tired and falls asleep. And Jim carefully lifts him up and puts him into the extra-large cat case. Smiley wakes up and begins meowing and hissing angrily, but Jim ignores him and packs his own suitcase. 2 hours later, Jim is sitting in the airplane waiting for takeoff. He has a seat by the window. He enjoys the peace and quiet and thinks about Smiley in his carrying case in the luggage compartment at the bottom of the plane. He thinks about how calm his life will be once he gives Smiley back to Sarah. No more allergy pills. No more kitty litter. No more scratched furniture or half-eaten pairs of underwear. Jim sighs happily. Then suddenly, Jim realizes that something bad is happening outside his window. He sees something large and furry running away. The thing is running so fast, Jim can't really see what it is. Then he sees 2 of the men who are putting the luggage on the plane running after the large furry thing. All at once, Jim jumps up out of his seat. He bangs on the window. "Smiley," he yells, "Smiley, you evil cat, come back here." And that's our article. And that's the story of Smiley the cat. Smiley doesn't sound like a very nice cat. At least he's not very nice to Jim. And Jim just wanted to give Smiley back to Sarah. So on the day that he was going to take Smiley to Toronto, he has trouble getting Smiley into his cat box, and Smiley bites him and scratches him. But eventually they get to the airport, and Jim is very happy. But then, all of a sudden, Jim sees what turns out to be Smiley running away. And the baggage carrying people, the people who are packing the baggage into the plane, are chasing after him. So Smiley was not going easily. He wanted to run away and still cause trouble. That's our story. Now don't forget, when you're practicing, read this story aloud. Not quietly. Read it aloud so you can practice your pronunciation as well. That's it for this part of the class. Let's go on to the next part.